The soldiers, coming back from Aldergrove in an unmarked coach, were travelling along an isolated stretch of the Ballygawley to Omagh Road just after midnight when the explosion happened. The bomb, said by the IRA to contain 200 pounds of plastic explosives, was concealed in a vehicle at the side of the road and detonated as the coach passed by. The sides of the coach were blown off and wreckage was strewn over more than 100 yards. One of the first on the scene was a member of a band travelling behind the bus. He was one of many who worked to keep the injured alive.
The basic thing was more or less to keep them going, keep them occupied and thinking of something else. One fellow was getting married in 2 weeks' time. The fellow had the hole in the head and I just kept him going. We got on the ambulance, boys in the band literally got into the ambulance with them to help them, keep them occupied, keep them going until they got here. In my own personal opinion, if we hadn't have been there, there'd have been a bigger death toll.
Also helping at the scene was Ulster Unionist MP Ken McGuinness.
Just at the time I arrived, somebody shouted that there was another body in that house there. And we moved into that house where a young man had obviously crawled to take cover through 6 inches of mud, and found the young man lying there just dead, just dying. Everybody in this area to whom I spoke tonight know those who were responsible for the bomb. The police know who were responsible for the bomb. If we do not recognise that 85% of IRA murders during the past year remain unresolved, if we do not recognise that 92% of IRA murders in this constituency remain unresolved, then we're condemning these young men to death.
Many of the injured were taken to the Tyrone County Hospital in Omagh. The hospital put a recently practised emergency plan into action. Key personnel were called in and many porters, doctors and nurses turned out voluntarily.
I'm very proud of my team. I must pay great tribute to my nursing colleagues, my medical colleagues, and the administration. And I think the plan that we had worked extremely well. We will, of course, have a post-mortem, but so far I have seen very little in the way of pictures.
Do you expect all of them to make full recoveries?
They're very stable, and I expect they will do well.